What's going on today, guys? All right, so today I want to talk about my split leaf philodendron. And yes, this is a split leaf philodendron. It has a more technical name, the bump by I'm gonna put it down at the bottom of the screen because you're not gonna have me out here looking foolish. But a common mislabel is the monsteras. I don't know if you all been noticing, but they've been labeling them split leaf philodendrons. I don't know where that came from. That is not true. At least when I checked my facts and I looked up to make sure that I was using the correct name of a split leaf philodendron, they said that that is a very, very common mistake for those to be labeled because they're not in the same family at all. The reason why is because they say that the monstera is known for having those little holes that we call holes in Swiss cheese plant. So that's how they got the holes. Versus these right here are lobed. So they don't just, it's not a hole that's in the middle of the leaf. These actually go into the leaves and come out. So that's why. All right, so today I want to talk about 5 things that I've learned about this plant. Number 1, let's talk about the leaves. Now, when it comes to this leaf, I mean, it's a really beautiful leaf. I didn't really know what a split leaf philodendron was going to look like because this is how I bought it. And so I just assumed that this was how the leaves was always going to grow like this because I even thought that maybe at one time that this could be it's a philodendron. I'm going to put it down at the bottom because I can't remember it. But yeah, that's what I thought that I had. And then as it started maturing and as it started growing, I was like, oh, okay, this is something a little bit different. So secondly, I kind of find out now how it got its name of a tree philodendron. This right here is like a trunk that it grows on that's actually supposed to be getting supported. As I've shared before, whenever I do repots on new plants that I don't know nothing about, their growth habits, because I didn't do my research, sometimes I do a botched job. Okay, this was a botched job. Where I cut the trunk at, that was not doing good. Where I cut it, I decided to put the board there expecting that something was going to grow out right there. No, it started to grow from another place. So I probably put the board in a little prematurely. So now I do know, since it is a trunk for it to grow on, that if I was to take this plant, put it like this, which is kind of letting me do it. And it's not too late. But as you can see, I would have to repot this plant to be able to get a board over there or some type of pole in order for it to be able to climb up on. And it's looking to do that because you can see the aerial roots right behind here. They're looking for something to attach to. And if I don't get it somewhere, which I might be able to curl this in like this, and for now, tie it. You know what? Let's go ahead and do that. I guess now I should be changing the title of the video. All right, let's get it. This is going to be very quick. All right. And I cut this too long, by the way, but that's because I'm moving fast. All right, so all I'm going to do for right now, because I don't know when I am going to be able to get to this plant, I'm just going to go ahead and just tie it against here. Because I know me, it could be another month before I get to it, especially since it's not an emergency. But here we go. Now we have this plant supported. So now you can see the tree-like qualities. All right, and so number 3. This, unlike most of my plants that I like to collect, is not a climbing plant. It's also not a trailing plant. It's just a plant that just shoots out and it does what it do. Me putting this on here is not going to make the plant grow faster or grow up because it's not a climber. It just has its own little trunk and it just shoots out from that trunk wherever it goes. If it's going down, up, whatever, all around. As you could tell, it just does what it want to do, which is why it isn't a clear direction. But I think we all can come to the common denominator that it is all forward. So we got that part done. And the 4th, okay. It is a very sensitive plant, especially dealing with the cold. This plant wasn't growing at all. It had not grown probably since I did a repot of it. And I felt bad because I thought that I had ruined this plant. I did the repot. I did everything correct, which at the time I still had that little bit of doubt behind me, like, did I skip a step? Did I do everything right? But I got this. I got this. So now it's actually proof, because I do have a video of me repotting this. You actually saw what I did, and you see the results now, so you could trust it now. I know sometimes you just got to see that type of stuff. It's all good. I fact check myself. So anyway, back to this. This plant did not grow, and I was like, okay, so what we have going on here? Plant still remained green, and it still looked healthy. It just wasn't growing. So I was like, okay, we'll just see what's going to go from here. I didn't notice that the plant actually was growing. It was growing a lot. Like, I just did a before and a after, and it's like, wow, it has grown. But it also was one of the first plants that got me into thinking to use plant food for it. I noticed that just giving the plant water wasn't enough for him. And I don't know if it's as plants mature and they get bigger, but I am noticing that with my much bigger plants, just giving them water, they don't look as healthy and vibrant as when I give them plant food. That's why every time I give them plant food in the water, you can feed your plant with every water, and it's safe. I mean, it's not like you watering your plants every day, right? Fifth, and it all draws in. This plant, as I showed you before with the area roots, is what's going to allow this plant to be able to get some support, because this trunk is going to get very, very heavy. And although that I am going to put it on the board and I can latch it around, we want our plants to be like, really, I want my plants to thrive. Like, I want them to get as big as they can. And we all know once these area roots attach to something, it makes the plant feel safe. That plant's going to take off. Probably going to end up taking off right on out this house, because my wife is going to go off if these plants keep on growing. But that's all I got for you all today. I hope that the video was informative. Please like, comment, y'all get my stuff out there, share, push that algorithm. I'm looking at it, and y'all, I'm growing here. So it's pretty cool. I appreciate you all being here. Y'all take care.